because it says we're late, but we're right on time, I think. I called the meeting to order. Let me welcome everybody here. The ones who can come in, we've got social distancing set up in the chambers. And when we run out of seats, we can spill over into the lobby. And make sure the little baby that I'm seeing with her mask on, make sure I get her a picture before she leaves. I like to be able to take pictures of the babies with their mask on, so that us old folk can do the same thing. So, all right, so come on in if you need to. We'll welcome Pastor Carla. You need to mute. I'm hearing outside people on your phone. Mute people, yeah. Pastor Shirley Schofield from Liberty Praise Church is going to do an invitation for us. The ones that still sitting out in the lobby, we got seats in here. Y'all come on in and take a seat. All right, Pastor Schofield. Come on in. And I think some more can be added back there. Now, I want a picture of that young lady and that gentleman right now. Before he leaves, I want a picture of them. And of course, I get a picture of him too. Just have a seat. All right. Welcome to the to our May meeting of Mayor and Council.
Oh, Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for our great city of Fort Valley. We thank you for our mayor. We thank you for our city council. We thank you for all of our families and friends and all of our city workers. Oh God, we ask that you would just touch each and every one in here tonight. We thank you for bringing us over out of COVID, God. We thank you for how you blessed our city, even during the midst of COVID. We declare and decree blessings upon this great city. We thank God for what you're getting ready to do in this great city. We thank God for increase in businesses. We thank God for money. We thank God for finances. Oh God, we thank God for health, wealth, and success. We thank God for this city will be a city that sits on the hill, that others will take note and will see this city. We declare and decree in Jesus' name. And we thanking you for us being on one accord in this city. We thank you for peace, joy in the city of Fort Valley. And we thank you for what you're doing, oh God, in Jesus' name. And we'll continue to praise you and lift you up as you continue to bless our city, our children, our schools, and our faculty of this city. Thank you, God, for our great mayor, Mayor Williams. Amen and amen.
Thank you so much. Let's stand and join me in the reciting of the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, ABC. Next on the agenda will be the approval of the agenda. Now, I want to add one thing down under the discussion of new business. We talked about it Tuesday night, but it's not in here. That's the authorization of the council or the endorsement of the council for me to fill out the application to AARP for an age-friendly community status. I don't have a resolution in there for that. All I need is for you to say I can do it. We'll get it filled out and we'll get it signed and submitted. Okay? I would like to add that before 8, if possible. So we'll have that done. That's on the new business. Okay? All right. There are about 2 more seats up here. Mr. Grover, come on up if you want to. We got a few more seats.
Before the way I make the motion to amend the agenda
Need a second. All right, motion by Barnes and seconded by Van Hartsford that we amend the agenda to add the age-friendly authorization with AARP for the community. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. All right, Mr. Gowan, are you still there? I think I got a call that kicked me off. All right. All, opposers, same sign. Okay, no opposers, then the motion carries. Every time somebody try to call through, Miss Carla, I'll have to call you back, okay? All right, we have, everybody is here except, Lamario, which probably will be coming in on Zoom in a few minutes.
He's on his way. He's 5
He's
minutes
on
away.
his way. All right, thank you. All right, the next, I need approval of the minutes from the last meetings, the last month's meetings that we had, and that would include all the committee meetings, the work session, and the public meeting also by consensus. All right, we'll let Carla have it since she's away. Carla, motion by Dowd and seconded by Bryant that we approve all the minutes of the last meeting. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Opposers, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion carries. Now, on the announcement for today by the mayor, I want to remind all of us that tomorrow night is Peach County High's graduation. Last year, if you could recall, I don't think we had a graduation. We did a travel from Byron all the way through Fort Valley, and we had a nice little parade and that kind of thing, and the children enjoyed that better. They had a DJ and it poured down rain, but they had a good time. This time they had a little parade yesterday afternoon coming through, and thank you, Chief, for reminding us about it. And they drove from Byron and came through here down Main Street and everywhere, and we had a good hoopla about that. Graduation is at Anderson Stadium tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. All right, between June the 18th and 19th, we are celebrating Juneteenth in this in the city here coming up. All right, also before that, we have, before that, if you like to, before that, we have May the 28th, which is a pre-Memorial Day celebration. And the reason we are doing it on the 28th of Friday instead of on Memorial Day, because all of our people, it's a holiday for our workers. And so we're getting everybody involved in thank you, and saying thanks to our veterans for their service at that particular time. Now, along with that, we will be unveiling the sign naming the festival park, the Marvin A. Crafter Festival Park. That's at 10 o'clock in the morning on May the 28th. And don't forget the Juneteenth information that she was giving us. Also, I want to make this announcement to all of us and everybody. We don't have copies of it yet, but you will see a budget amendment that's got to happen down here for something that our auditors told us to make sure that we took action on that tonight. Our 2018 budget is ready, except for that one resolution that we've got to do tonight to make that amendment. And it's been a long time coming. Who did that song? But the change did come. And we are glad that happened. Okay, all right. All right, so that will come when you get down to E. We'll talk about that budget amendment and all of that. All right. Senator Warnock and Senator Ossoff and the Secretary of Agriculture, the Honorable Tom Vilsack, will be in the Valley on Saturday morning. I think they said 9 o'clock. They will be out at Camp John Hope. So those of you who want to take advantage of that, I think they have something outside and inside. They're meeting with some farmers out there. This will be about the third time Senator Warnock is coming to us. Or Warnock is coming to us. When he came the first time, we said, when you get to the hill, don't forget the valley. You remember us telling that? And so he has not forgotten the valley. He's been to Blue Bird a couple of weeks ago, coming back to speak with the farmers on Saturday. So we are trying to keep Fort Valley in everybody's mind so that we can make sure that we make a mark even at the Capitol on the hill, Pastor, even on the hill. Okay, are there any other announcement that might need to come from some of us? Ms. Juanita, you want to tell us about the Juneteenth?
On that June 10th, sponsored by the County Concerned Citizens, they will have COVID vaccine and COVID vaccine clinic. Storytelling, they have barbecue, a food giveaway, and all be here on that Marvin Chronicle Memorial Festival Park. And they didn't give me a time, so I'm assuming that everything starts about 10 o'clock. Yeah. Raphael, do you know what time it is? Okay, so please come in here and make sure if you know somebody that needs a COVID vaccine, they're giving away the vaccine. It is absolutely free.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. We're getting good news every Tuesday from our Georgia Municipal Association about the results of the vaccinations in Georgia and how the numbers are beginning to diminish as a result of those vaccines. So thank you and community so much. Now you'll notice some of us got our masks on and some don't have the mask on. I've had both of my shots and most of the people up here next to me have also. But I still wear my mask at certain times, and I still got it right now. I still keep that on. People are trying to get out of the house, so we have First Friday night, Fort Valley going on. We won't have it this next month coming up because the Peach Festival is going on. But we are trying to provide opportunities for people that's been in the house for so long to have some things to do. Our PAC committee announced on Tuesday night that they're planning something for the children out at the festival park every other Saturday. I think they said the first and third Saturdays during the summer, so that the children can have something to do. We know what it's like to be cooped up inside, and we know the pressure that COVID-19 has put on us, and we know the losses that a lot of us have experienced. So it's our time now to try to recover from that. We encourage you to get vaccinated. I think now 12 and over can get it done. And there are a lot of places, just like she said, they are providing a venue for you to just get it done during that time. We thank the organizations in the community for doing that. Now, do we have anybody that was, and I don't see any on my agenda here to address mayor and council. Person to address mayor and council. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Next on our agenda is special recognition. Now, we have been Zooming, I think, for almost a year. And I'm glad to get that over with so that we can be here in person and do the things that we need to do, especially for the recognition of our employees. And we're glad to have their families here with them. For the employee of the month, for the month of April, which we missed, we had a public works department staff person and a public safety person, Mr. James Lyle. Are you in the audience? James Lyle, is he here? Mr. Johnson, did you give him the information?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he's not here today? Is any family member of his? Okay, you'll represent him? Since you the chair of that department. Okay.
I was hoping that I would be here, but as it relates to the public director, we like to thank you for that. Yes, the dedicated service that he does for the city and the community.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes,
All right. Now, the next person is the from last month is the public safety person. That's from the fire department, Mr. Ryan Hedgecote. Did I pronounce that right? Hedgecote. Okay. Is he here? Is Mr. Hedgecote here? All right, Chief, you want to take it for me? And I'll do this on behalf of Carla. I just stand behind you. Notice I'm staying back here. All these gentlemen dressed up too much. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. Now, I want y'all to take notice of these gentlemen up here. Look at you. Look at you.
What can we say?
What can you say? Juanita and I are gonna have to step our game up more. Me have to step our game up more. Thank you so much for taking your job seriously and looking the part, as well as working the part. Thank you so much. All right, now, the month of May, employees of the month. The Public Works Department, Charmaine Dickey. Are you here? He's not here either. Okay. You gotta step your game up. Tell them to come on. Otherwise, I might end up spending that check. All right, sir.
Once again, we'd like to thank Maine Dickey for the dedicated service that they have given to the city of Fort Valley Department of Public Works. And once again. Thank you.
All right, and the next person, and this will be by Chief Spurgeon, the Public Safety Department. We have Officer Kenneth Wilson and Officer Eric Shelton. Are they here? All right. How about it? All right, sir.
I wish, good afternoon, everybody. I wish Major Smith was here. He always buzzes with me. It's something about police officers, we don't like to brag. We do what we do because it's our duty. A lot of times when people talk about it, we don't respond back. We just kind of take it as comes with the job. But every once in a while, the opportunity comes up that we can't not brag about what something happened. And this is one of those opportunities. When somebody's life gets saved, I think it's important that we recognize these officers. The other thing that's important in this age of social media with so much negativity, we need to do a better job of bragging and let people know what it is we actually do out here. On May the 1st, Officer Wilson and Eric Shelton responded to a assistant officer with a direct call, and both of them came. There was a young man who was going through a mental crisis. They were given the arduous and usual rookie duty of transporting somebody to the hospital, kind of a rite of passage. The rookies usually have to go to the hospital and sit with people when they're out there, which is something we all do. I had to do it. They did it. Now, unlike me, when they went, they actually had a crisis occur. This young man tried to harm himself and ended up actually really hurting himself when he actually coded out at the hospital. These two individuals took it upon themselves. Mr. Shelton actually got in the back of the car, talked to the young man, calmed him down, and got him be able to get to the hospital. When he got there, they actually performed CPR. Just an awesome act of courage. And when I read the report, I was just kind of astounded. When I got called at night, of course, my first thought was, oh my God, somebody has lost their life. Because but because of their actions, we're sitting up here talking about somebody's life being saved, not somebody's life. So on behalf of the department, I want both of y'all to know how proud we are of you, how proud your brother officers are. We see how many of them came to support you. We just want you to know that you represented us well that night. Your actions bring great pride, not only to the department, but to the city. Thank you. Mario, I don't think I got one. You're gonna have to fall out. I'm gonna have to do
Not retroactive.
Yeah.
I'm back for the night over.
Not retroactive.
Also, in recognition of their heroic actions, both of them were given this award, put on their walls of the house. Hopefully, this is just the beginning of a lot of them. And and also in recognition of their actions, they were named Employee of the Month the state of Fort Valley for the Department of Public Safety. Y'all stand up to be recognized, please. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all letting us borrow them.
Any of those favorite there? No, or related to that?
Cousin.
His
The
niece.
babies?
The baby.
Let the baby come up here.
Yeah.
Come on, Mario. He got on a mask. Let's get the mask. Where is the wife? Come on, come on, come on. This is a family affair. Yeah. Now, it's good with all that we see on TV that happens with officers and with cities and that kind of thing. It's good to know that, wait, she wants to get another picture. It's good to know that we have people that we can keep, that we can take pride in to look out for our community.
We all baby.
Thank you. It takes family support to keep them in this. You know that. Yes. Okay, now guys, those are your first family. These others are your second family, and we are your third family. So you got good family. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you. Thank you. What a good job. Yes, yes. Mario, you got the babies?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you know, I like to do stuff in social media too now. So if y'all want the baby's pictures on social media, tell me, let me know. That encourages us grown folks to do right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. All right, now, discussion of new business. What I would like to do is entertain a motion for me to for authorization for me to fill out the application to AARP to designate Fort Valley as an age-friendly community. There's no fee for this designation. Mrs. Myrtle Habersham and her AAR people from Macon were the ones who brought this to us. The city of Milledgeville, the city of Dublin, the city of Toomsboro, and all those other smaller cities like ours just got theirs filled out and getting it sent in. So I would like for us, we do, okay, no, tell Miss Gowan to mute. Miss Gowan, mute. Okay, so we do have age people in our community.
I remember the AARP.
And proud members of the AARP. There are things that happen. You don't want to raise your hand, that's okay. I get my senior coffee black every morning. You? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
I think
got
I'm
me.
the oldest councilman, so I would like to make that motion.
All right.
Being the youngest, I'll say.
All right, so the oldest makes the motion and the youngest seconded. Motion by Van Hartford and seconded by Brown that we fill out the application designating Fort Valley as an age-friendly community. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Opposers, the same sign, and no opposers, and the motion carries. Thank you so much. All right, next on your agenda is a resolution to declare Samuel Jones Street, parcel number F05E 129, and 304 Vienna Street, parcel number F088-068 as surplus property. So we can put it out for bid, and then the next month we can do what needs to be done with it. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
All right. Okay, motion by Barnes and seconded by Allen that we declare these two properties surplus. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. And the opposers, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion carries. Thank you so much. Next on your agenda is a resolution to renew Judge Tamir Trimble's contract.
I move that we
Need a second.
Let's get a second first and then we discuss. She seconded. Okay,
I was gonna make the
all right.
motion, but I do have a question that we discussed in our work session before doing personnel. Should we advertise the position? What was the results of that? City attorney, city attorney?
Appointed positions don't have to be advertised for people to apply.
Good enough.
Okay, all right, motion by, Brown, and, yes, ma'am?
I can't understand, Councilwoman Bryant, can you repeat what she said, please?
She was asking if that position had to be advertised. And, the city attorney said it did not. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna put this up there. All right, motion by Brown, seconded by Allen, all in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. And the opposed, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion is carried. Thank you so much. Next on your agenda is a resolution to accept the highest bid. Oh, that's just to be signed back. Okay, the highest bid, for the surplus property that was put on the last time, 109 Samuel Jones Street, parcel number F05E 130. And that highest bid was presented by, we gave you the person's name, Dr. Yeah,
Mayor,
Ashanti
if
Johnson.
I'm in order, I move the, accept this, to adopt the census for 15,000
yes,
on parcel number, F045E
okay,
130.
okay, all right. Okay, motion by Brown, seconded by Barnes, that we accept the highest bid for this property. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the opposers, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion carries. Thank you so much. The next item D on your agenda is actually a no-brainer, but they said we need to take action on it in our meetings. Middle Georgia Regional Commission membership is invoiced to us every year, and there's the data from the census and different things that's provided for us, and that's what that invoice is based on. I need a motion to authorize us to cut the check. All right, motion by Brian. Okay, seconded by Van Hardison, that we approve the invoice to be sent to the payment for the invoice be sent to the Regional Commission. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposes, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion carries. All right, now, for E, we got two things that we need to do. And we said that there's an announcement there that I already made in the announcement because I needed everybody that was here to hear that. I was so excited about it. We've been waiting a long time. The 2018 budget, the last of it with the recommendations and that kind of thing, it's there. All right, the only thing that's left is us to make that amendment that they had recommended to us, and we need to do that for tonight. Lomenzo, you want to explain this to us as to what we are actually doing?
In your packet, you'll have a list of line items that were over budget for 2018. We just need the council to approve to actually increase those line items so that we will have a balanced budget in 2018.
Thank you. All right, I'll entertain a motion. I'm so moved, Mayor. All right. I saw a second.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Barnes and seconded by Bryant that we approve the budget amendment for 2018. All in favor, let it be known that the word aye. Aye. And opposes, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion carries. Now, the other part of it, the development calendar for the budget for 2022 is in your packet. That's behind tab number 5. And you have that scheduled. If you have some problems with the part that you might need to be involved in, then let us know that and we'll adjust that as coming. All right, I need a motion to approve that development calendar. Okay,
Second.
okay, moved by Allen and seconded by Harmstead that we approve the budget calendar for the 2022 budget development. All in, huh? Yes, ma'am? Carla?
So she was voting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Did we lose her? Okay, all right, all right. I gotta look all ways now since that. So thank you so much. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. And the opposers, the same sign. No opposers, and the motion is carried. All right, and the last thing before an FYI that I need to give to you, and before we go into executive session, the moratorium on group home ordinance. That should be behind tab. Well, we don't have
Just
a
need a
resolution
motion.
for it. We just need to vote on this. It has been recommended that we declare a moratorium on group homes. We have about 9 of them, I think. Yeah, now in this community, and they are coming from other communities, and we know a lot of times it's based on several things, reentry programs, and it's based on some mental issues too, and that kind of thing. And so they're coming in, a lot of them are coming in from other communities, and we are accepting them there. It was recommended that we declare a moratorium right now. All right? Questions?
Someone asked me where was group home, so if somebody tell me.
I know there's one on Person Street.
What, how many,
Nine.
what was so many we have? Where
Nine.
they're located?
Well, I know there's one on Person Street and Miller Street, and I don't know, okay?
Well,
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask a question.
Well, and sometimes they really don't,
Give the location.
yeah, they don't give a location, advertise that, because if it's a mental issue, and if it's a woman's situation, issue, they don't really want you to know where that is. They want life to be normal. Yes, sir. I can't hear you. Where?
Can you check your phone?
While she's doing that question, where,
From Garland, from Garland.
is this for only residential or commercial?
I think it's the entire city.
Citywide.
Do we have any commercial? Well, I mean, like, if you have any commercial, are they already allowed?
Yeah.
Do we need residential only? What if we have
I think
somebody-
it's residential only. But now, the whole purpose of this is to allow time now for us to, for us to
Create an ordinance.
review requirements and all of that kind of stuff, and for us to be in compliance with that. Right now, there's not a whole lot that we know about the requirements. The people apply for the funds and for the grants and all that kind of stuff, but we need to know what the requirements are for compliance too. So, yes, sir.
Well, moving on, if you're not through, please continue.
So what now?
I say, I'm moving on, if you're not through, I don't want to interrupt.
You want to, go ahead. Anybody else have a question? Okay,
All right, well, I think I'll make the motion, but I think we should say formally that we regret that there are people in need that we're unable to help. I have too much respect for Chief Sturgis not to support this moratorium. Yes, he recommends it, but nonetheless, we're saying no to some people who could use some help. and
Right.
I regret that.
okay. Motion by Van Hartford and seconded by Brown that we declare a moratorium until we have time to review requirements and compliance for the groups. Now, in addition to what Mr. Van Hartford said, we want to say to the community, we want a whole community. When we say a whole community, health, age, mental, education, and all of these kinds of things. We want a whole community, and if there's things that we could do to help that, then we certainly want to do it, but we want to do it in compliance. Okay?
So,
Yes, sir.
my question, are we gonna set a
Are we gonna what?
term?
You said 6 months.
And what I hope to do is really get y'all, make sure we clear on this. This came from the sheriff department, they get inundated with and I certainly empathize with these people who want to be, even the ones outside, we have to have someone to know. But what's happening, is you have to look at this like the whole. The holes have too much water against the bus, that's what the sheriff. they are literally being overwhelmed. with how many people that we have. So I think what needs to happen is we'll come up with an ordinance on how we can govern it, have some better management, because right now the only thing we have in our city ordinances is basically the lifestyle commercial business. We're gonna have to figure out, I'm gonna have to study the issue, see how other people operate and manage and all that other stuff, come back, y'all will.
Okay, now, also, we have a mental health, what do y'all call that group that comes together with the sheriff's department? and others?
Accountability court starts. next month.
Accountability court,
But that's for people who live in Fort Valley.
okay,
Be cognizant, these are people who come from Atlanta, Savannah, from everywhere, that are being housed here. We also have residents, I can't really talk about this too much because of noise and Dallas. We had people, defects, had a home here with children who were unable to be in foster care, and it just causes some issues. Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that.
okay,
The reason I asked the question, and somebody asked me a question, is I want to be on record. It's on record, so the community will understand, why we're doing what we do.
so we had, a motion and a second, and we carried it, right? Okay, so we'll finish with that now, okay, we can move on. I want to share with you by way of FYI, you have something in your packet that shows that concept that was recommended by DOT. And of course, when we get down to talking about what we got to do with the other thing, we're gonna have to go into executive session to do that. But I want you to look at concept D. If you would look at concept D. Okay, if you look at concept D, this is what's recommended that we do in order to solve the train issue. And as a result of that, there's something that the county and the city has to do in order to move forward with that. The county has already given their endorsement, and we need to talk about it in executive session this evening. So if you would look at that concept itself, when we get ready to go into executive session, then you will know what we're talking about. Is there anything else that needs to come before the open session? If not, I need a motion to go into executive session.
Don't we need to vote on don't we need to vote that? We had a motion and a second about the vote.
I thought we did that. We didn't vote on it. That's what I just asked, and y'all said yes. Okay, so I got bogged down with the discussion. All right, all in favor? We had a motion by, you got it, Sasha, right?
I only have the
Who
motion
made
made
the
by
motion?
Mr. Fred.
Fred
You
Fred
second.
made the motion and
Councilman
Mario
Brown.
made the second. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. And the opposers, the same sign. No opposers, the motion carries. Thank you for keeping us on track. Yes,
Personnel.
yes. Okay, motion by Brown, seconded by Bryant, that we go into executive session for discussion of personnel, acquisition of property, and a attorney-client privilege. All in favor, let it be known by the word aye. And the opposed, the same sign. No opposers, then the motion carries. Now, I need to say to Mr. Mr. Johnson and Chief, and Lomenzo, you can stay also. But everybody else probably would need to leave the room until we get down to the personnel part of it, and we'll do this job. Okay, so everybody else would need to leave the room for executive session. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Schofield. Thank you, Mr. The mayor of Riverland, by the way. All right, sir.
The matter. I had asked him to, when he asked you, that we
Close the door, y'all.
check with DOT. To see what their project is about, doing something about the railroad right there, New Way and on further down. The main two was New Way and that crossing down there by the school.
Well, DOT said that they want to do this project first, and then they'll move on to that project.
Miss Representative Bennett, Bennett said they were coming with what?
Correct.
And she asked me about, check with DOT. I'm asking you to check with DOT.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's move right into what we're talking about here. The concept provides for removing that yellow house on that counter, on that corner. Concept D, yeah. An offer had been done, wanted to park at the festival park during the Peach Festival activities. Not necessarily with a motorhome or anything. They just gonna sleep in their truck and so. And so, like that truck in their, the trailer they put back behind them and everything. And I said, well, where they gonna pay that? She said, I don't know. Well, I ain't buying no food from them. But anyway, she said 2 or 3 of them said that they would just sleep in their, they would like to sleep in their truck. Well, she's trying to get out of paying that fee.
How much money did we, end up?
I think it gave us 6. We
And
could.
then you decided that you were.
In the income. But anyway,
And we agreed to do something else.
I guess they would cover those.
okay, Carla, we lost you again. Okay, but there's a way now. Carla. You're there.
Waive the
So what about
permits.
insurance?
Waive the permits for those 2 days.
You know what
Oh, that's what it was.
we don't, they have to have the insurance. I told her we weren't gonna provide no security. Carla, I told her if we decide to do it, we ain't gonna provide no security. If they're not making a payment, we're not providing any security.
But remember, it's our park, so we got to. Right. It's our public park. We got to patrol something. We
decided the other night that what we would do for them was to give them,
Everybody talking at the same time.
we decided that we would do a liability contract for those vendors that would release the city from whatever. And I think we said that we could do that. That is, releasing the city from liability or whatever.
Okay. So Ms. Patrick, you gonna do the liability situation, and then we're not providing security. Ma'am? And that's when you say no next year, Mr. Howard. Okay, I think. Is it, we're looking at. I hear you. Everybody hears you.
Because again, it's a public park. We can't
But you're making money.
And I think Raphael can tell you, I have my way of finding out if anybody gave him some money now.
I'm talking about the vendors.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking to him.
For staying, I'm talking about, I have my way of finding out if they gave him some money.
If they got some money to keep it, I think it's good. Because again, let's, for example, say somebody needs one, we don't know the bill is $3,000 for the next month, so we need to have a liability clause. We see on paper that, I think we need to make sure we cover that.
So that should be included in the contract.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we're in different territories right now.
You can't get across the track anyway, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta wait.
And let me ask you a question, even if we get the signs there, if we have an incident like we did Saturday, what do you know? Anyway, I make a motion, we go home, adjourn, or however you want to put it.
Motion by, Brian, that we adjourn. I need a second. Second by, Allen, that we adjourn. All in favor, let it be known by the word
No
aye.
reports? No
Aye.
reports?
All opposers can stay here. That lady enjoys the whole
Send us
lot.
the
Maybe
brochure.
that's
Hey,
all right,
what
we'll
we
get
supposed to say
it
is,
out of here.
Carla,
The men's
Anything.
though printed it.
okay,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna tell her, bring it back to see people.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure.
you get some-
Hey, don't forget to send me the pictures of the children. The children.